The divorce papers sat in my briefcase like a brick, weighing on me with every step, and signed, but ready. 22 years of marriage reduced to a neat stack of legal documents. It didn't seem real. 3 weeks earlier, I'd made the decision alone in my office in central London after yet another silent dinner. We weren't fighting. We weren't even talking. We were just there. Two people sharing a house but living entirely separate lives. As the managing director of a mid-sized tech firm, I'm no stranger to hard decisions. I've made cuts, closed deals, taken risks. But this felt hollow, like something inside me had already given up. Our conversations had become purely functional. Bills, schedules, logistics. At night, we stayed on opposite sides of the bed like strangers in a shared hotel room. The warmth had faded so gradually I couldn't even pinpoint when it disappeared. That Thursday, I left work early after a final meeting with my solicitor. Everything was in place. All that remained was handing her the papers. With time to spare, I drove aimlessly through the city until I found myself outside a small cafe by the river. One my wife had mentioned before. I went in, hoping a cup of coffee might steady me. The place had that cozy, mismatched charm. Exposed brick, second-hand furniture, the smell of fresh pastries. I opened my laptop, pretending to work, but my mind kept drifting back to the envelope in my bag. Then I heard it, her laugh, soft, familiar, unmistakable. I hadn't heard it like that in ages. I glanced up and saw her sitting by the window with 3 women. Her book club, I realized. I should have left. Instead, I stayed frozen, half hidden behind a shelf. I honestly don't know how you put up with him, one of them said, Eleanor. I recognized her voice. He's so cold, another added, like he's permanently switched off. Does he ever show any emotion? Someone else chimed in. Every word landed like a punch. They were describing me. And worse, I couldn't argue with them. That gallery opening last month? Eleanor went on. He didn't say a word. Just stood there like he didn't want to be there. And the Whitakers' dinner, another said. He left after an hour. It was embarrassing. My grip tightened around my cup. Maybe they were right. Maybe I was the problem. Maybe I'd failed her without even realizing it. That's enough. Her voice cut through them, firm, sharp. We're just trying to help, Eleanor replied. Help? My wife said, her tone steady but strained. Help me see what? That I chose the wrong man. Silence followed. I chose him because he's real, she continued, her voice trembling slightly. He doesn't perform. When he says something, he means it. He shows love in what he does, not what he says. He's loyal, he's steady, and he's brilliant in ways you've never bothered to notice. I felt something inside me crack. If you can't respect my husband, she said quietly, then maybe we're not friends anymore. The table went still. You can't be serious, Eleanor said. We've been friends for years. You've been judging him for years, my wife replied. There's a difference. I watched her stand, her hands shaking slightly as she picked up her bag. I've been ignoring it because I didn't want to lose you all, she said. But I can't keep letting it poison how I see my own marriage. Poison. That's exactly what it was. I didn't think. I just moved. By the time she reached the door, I was standing there. She froze when she saw me. How much did you hear? She asked softly. Enough, I said. Enough to realize I've been about to make the biggest mistake of my life. We sat down together, awkward at first, like two people meeting again after years apart. I thought you deserved better, I admitted. Someone more outgoing, more present. I don't want someone else, she said. I want you. I just want us back. That was it. No drama. No grand speech. Just honesty. I took the envelope from my bag and tore it in half. Then again. The pieces fell onto the table like something we'd narrowly escaped. Where do we even start? I asked. She gave me a small, genuine smile, the first in months. We go home, she said, and we remember how to live again. The drive back was quiet, but not heavy. For the first time in ages, the silence felt peaceful. I need to tell you something, she said after a while. I'm thinking of taking a break from my PhD. My instinct was to protest, but I stopped myself. Why? I asked instead. Because I'm exhausted, she admitted. I've been trying to do everything. Teaching, research, social life, and there's nothing left. Not for you. Not for me. I nodded. I understood that feeling all too well. I'll start stepping back at work, I said. I've been acting like everything depends on me. It doesn't. We've both been overdoing it, she said. At the cost of us. At home, something shifted. Maybe it was us. I cooked that night, nothing fancy, just pasta like I used to. We sat in the kitchen and actually talked. About everything. Her stress. My pressure. The distance we'd created without noticing. Why didn't we do this sooner? She asked. Because we were too tired, I said. And too busy trying to protect each other instead of just being honest. We made small changes. Realistic ones. Sunday mornings became ours, no phones, no plans. Just coffee and conversation. Weekly check-ins. 2 evenings a week where I'd be home early. No more saying yes to everything. That night, we didn't sleep on opposite sides of the bed. We lay in the middle talking like we used to. I heard what you said today, I told her. Did you mean it? Every word, she said. You show me love every day. I just stopped noticing. I need to say it more, I admitted. I love you. I love you too, she whispered. The next morning, we did something radical. Nothing. We slept in, made breakfast together, sat in the garden with our books, and for the first time in a long while, it felt like home again. Months later, I still think about how close we came to losing everything. Those papers are long gone, just scraps in a bin somewhere. Our marriage wasn't broken. We were just exhausted, trying to live up to expectations that weren't even ours. Now we talk. We notice. We choose each other again and again. And every Sunday morning, over a quiet cup of coffee, I remember exactly why that choice matters. For more real-life, interesting stories, subscribe my channel to get it first.